Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode 965. Happy Thursday. Holy crap. I think we've got some warm weather coming. And I know it's been yesterday was like I'm ready for fall. Like I know a couple of weeks ago I said, I'm not ready. I didn't have a summer. I was so busy. And I hate fall because it means cold winter's coming. I think I'm ready for it. Yesterday was chilly. There's a chill in the air. Very comfortable last night. Grilled some burgers last night. Very nice night. I'm kind of ready for I'm ready to put on a hoodie and not take it off during the day. Like, oh, gotta take the dog for a walk. Need to change. So I've got my hoodie, my inside clothes on. Now I got to put my outside clothes on. I just looked down at my computer and I could tell, I'm like, I think it's pretty cold outside. Like cold, not just chill, cold. The pond has, there was steam rolling off the pond this morning. I'm like, ooh, it's cold. It's 47 degrees right now. But I think we are due for like a heat wave. 47 in August. Today's my mom's birthday. Did anybody remind me? Today's my mom's birthday. 46 according to my phone. 47 according to the computer. It's only going to be 78 today. Oh, Sunday, 95. 46 degrees right now, 95 on Sunday. Going to be 90 on Saturday, 92 on Monday, 94 on Tuesday. So I guess we'll enjoy the chill in the air, and then we'll get some heat. And then it'll be in the 40s again. Welcome to Wisconsin in September, August, September. That might be 95 in September might be a record for locally. So I did some grilling last night. I got already made patty, not like the frozen patties, but like from the meat counter. Because I don't like my wife gets like this organic beef, just doesn't taste right. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get my own burgers, already pattied, a little cheese in there. My wife got her meat. She's like, well, what am I gonna do with the rest of this? Because there were two patties, so I'll have the other patty for lunch today, the other burger for lunch. And so like her package is like a pound, and then we make two little biscuit burgers for Biscuit. She was like on cloud 9 with that last night. She's like, well, what am I going to do with the rest? I said, just make me a burger and I'll eat it eventually. And she's like, okay, do you want anything in it? I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah, I'll put some, I don't know. There's some Lowry seasoned salt. I'm like, yeah, just throw it. She's like, you just want a glob of meat? Yes! Of course that's what I want. It's a burger. Because she makes like meatloaf burgers. There's barbecue sauce, but like the crap kind. The hell kind. I always forget the name of it. Oh shit. I don't know. It's a shitty barbecue sauce. I don't like it. It's really watery. I think that's why I like the thick barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce, ketchup, an egg, and panko in a hamburger. Ugh. I do eat because she usually makes a couple, and so I'll eat one the next day. And it's like, I certainly wouldn't make it myself, and I would rather not have one, but it beats a Hot Pocket. So I'll eat the leftover burger. Got a little indigestion. I think I ate too fast. I didn't eat much. I just had a burger last night. Did I have dessert? Maybe that was the problem. No, I didn't even have dessert last night. Sometimes if I eat ice cream, That'll give me some indigestion. So that was my dinner last night. What else went on? I kind of took it a little easy. I've been kind of going hard the last several days. So I did kind of take it a little easy. Which was nice. It was a really nice day. So I went to the grocery store. I had Milio's. Uh, as I was at Milio's is like a local. I would compare it to Jimmy John's. It's a local Madison. I think it's just here in Madison. Sandwich shop. And there's a few. And I'm like, I drive by. There's a Chipotle just down the street from me, like 2 blocks. And I don't like Chipotle. I think it's overrated. And I'm like, you know what? People like go crazy over Chipotle. I'm gonna tweet. And this is if you want engagement, you just give a controversial take like the most overrated fast food joint with a picture Chipotle. 31,000 views on Twitter. 7 retweets, 7 quote tweets, 112 likes. A lot of people saying, "Oh, you're stupid." A couple people said it's fast casual. What the fuck is fast casual? Fast casual. You know what that is? It's a made-up term, just like these stupid made-up holidays from Hallmark. Because Chipotle and whatever the hell other fast casual restaurants, they don't want to be next to McDonald's. Well, guess what? They are McDonald's. They just serve different kind of food. Fast casual, my ass. It's a fucking fast food joint. Chipotle, fast casual. Bullshit. It's a fast food restaurant. It's no better than McDonald's. In fact, give me McDonald's over Chipotle. Fast casual bullshit. So that was my lunch at Milio's. Did a little grocery shopping. And I bought some cards. I do need to I'm going to make a Walmart run today. I'm in it's August 31st. I said I'm going the month of August without buying any cards. Shit. I bought 2 boxes of Bowman Chrome on pre-order. That was like, I had to. I bought a case of Topps Pro Debut on pre-order because I thought it was going to be released tomorrow. They pushed it back to the middle of October. So Blowout Cards gets my money, gets to sit on my money for 2 months 2 months. And about 2 months. And then I bought a bulk, not a collection, but a bulk buy last night. And people say, well, how come that never happens where I'm at? I never get those. It's all about relationships because I haven't picked up a bulk buy or collection from somebody I don't already have an established relationship with since before COVID. 4 years. I haven't bought something from somebody I didn't know. Like I haven't gone to Facebook Marketplace and bought something, a bulk buy or collection in at least 4 years. So if you want to find collections in bulk, you got to develop relationships. Go to card shows. That's where most of my inventory is sourced, at card shows, sometimes card shops, very rarely. And then just people I know, like Steve, who came over last night. In fact, he was originally somebody I didn't know, and I found him on Craigslist for selling a collection. And I bought his and I talked about this week, like his childhood collection, and he mentions it. And he said it again last night. He's like, "Man, I'm kind of kicking myself for selling all that." He's like, "I should have kept at least some of it." I'm like, because there was some stuff that was like sentimental, and I'm like, you don't need to sell this to me. Like, I'll pay you the same amount of money, and you keep this, and that. I get it. But he's like, nope, I want it all gone. And he said that last night. He's like, But at the time, I just wanted to get rid of everything. So in the stuff that he wanted, of course, I sold most of it, anything non-Cubs. And I'm still, and I mentioned, he's like, did you do well on it? I'm like, yeah, I did really well. In fact, I just sold, because there were like 1,000, actually there were probably 2,000 1976 Fleer football stickers, like with the team logos. And I'm like, in fact, I just sold like 5 Buccaneers Seahawks Fleer stickers for $1 a piece. I'm like, so I'm still earning income. And that was, God, when was that? That was like 2017 or 2018 when I bought that from him. So 5 or 6 years ago. So he had like completely got out of cards, and he turned his focus. He was buying, I think at that time, like Ernie Banks. And so he was picking up some decent stuff. And, but he was like kind of out of it. And then during COVID, like in 2020, like the summer of 2020, he reached out to me and he's like, hey, I got back into cards. And he's like, I don't know if you remember me, but I sold you my whole collection. I'm like, of course I do. I loved that collection. Of course I remember. He's like, well, I got back into cards. I bought a whole bunch of stuff from, a bunch of different listings. And, I cherry picked what I wanted. I've just got a bunch of stuff left over. Now, this one was a lot of junk wax, like a dozen 90 score complete sets minus the Bo Jackson shoulder pads card and the Frank Thomas rookie, but everything else. So how many cards were in that set? Say 6. So 658 out of 660 cards. And then there was another set, 91 tops maybe, but he pulled the chipper. So I can't remember what I paid, like $600, I think. And but it was a lot of junk wax. And so just a lot of stuff that just went into bulk. So we've kept in touch. He's a Cubs fan, and we've kept in touch. He comes out to the card shows, and he's kind of getting back into buying stuff again. And he's like more actively buying than I am. So he reached out. Well, he actually reached out probably in the spring, like April or May, and he stopped by when I was at the old house and showed me what he had. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I have so much right now. We're getting ready to move. August, September, I'll be back in. So he's like, okay. So I'm like, but if you need to sell it, just sell it. Don't wait for me. He's like, oh no. He's like, it's no worries. I just put it in the closet, and I'll reach back out to you in a couple months. So I saw him at the Madison Card Show this past weekend, and he's like, hey, I've got the stuff, and I've got some more. You interested? Like, absolutely. I am ready. So, which is good timing, because I'm starting to, I still have a lot of stuff from the National still to list, but I'm at a good place where I can bring on some more. So I'm like, yep, let's swing by on Wednesday. And so he came by last night. Now, I'm going to tell you, because people ask a lot, like, well, when you get like random bulk buys, I call them bulk because it's not a collection, because it's been cherry picked. So it's more of a bulk buy. So it was better than what I remember him showing me a few months ago in terms of variety. Nothing, no big value, $5, maybe a $10 card. It's going to be a lot of $1.50, $2 listings on eBay, but it's stuff that I know I can move. It's not just commons. It's, stars. So, so I'll talk to people. Want to know, like, how do you go through it? Like, what do? Do you sort it first? Do you just list? I think somebody actually made a comment on my YouTube channel this week about that. Like, do you list it, or do you sort it, or how do you go about it? And I don't have one surefire method. I don't have, it's not black and white. Each purchase is different. So I'm going to share my strategy with this one, because this one is a little different than other ones. with how I'm approaching this and how I'm gonna move forward with listing. So let's get into the chat real quick, and then we'll talk about my little bulk. I'll share some stuff. I was just randomly going through, and I said I took it easy kind of most of the day. Like, I mean, I still I shipped a lot, but I was kind of going at my own pace yesterday. And so last night, my wife was watching something on TV. I wasn't in, so I came down here, turned the TV. I was watching AEW, so a little wrestling, and there's a lot of binders, and they're cool binders. They're like good binders. There's actually value in the binders. I can sell these at shows for $5 a pop. And shit, cards are falling out. So there's even some value in like the binders. Steve's in the house. What is up? Happy Thursday. Little thirsty Thursday today. Kyle, good morning. He's on the road. George is with us. What is up? Good morning to you. We've got David in the house. Happy Thursday. Good morning, Donald. It is hoodie weather, 46 degrees. It is hoodie weather. Good morning. George is ready for fall too. Bring it on. I disagree with this. I don't know who Sumer is, but I love me some summer. Love me some summer. Steve says we're bracing for chilly mid-90s Labor Day weekend here in Arizona. Chilly. There you go, George. Summer. I love summer. Love it. But I am ready for fall. I don't think I could live in Arizona where it's like hot all the time. I don't think I could even where is like the most like San Diego, they say is like the perfect weather because it's like a range of like 60 to 80 year round and sunny all the time. I couldn't do that. I couldn't live in the Pacific Northwest where it freaking rains all the time. I need variety. So even though I hate winter and I hate cold, it's important for me because it makes me appreciate the warm weather. Because if I had warm weather all the time, I'd just be, shit, it's hot again. And it's just hot every day and sunny. You get sick of the sun. At least that's how my mind works. Like the burger I had last night. I freaking love grilling a hamburger. I love a steak. But if I have it every day, I'm going to get tired of it. If I had the sun and 90 degrees every day, well, that is, I feel, the ideal temperature, I'd get sick of it. God, give me some rain. Sometimes I want rain, not just so I don't have to turn the hose on or irrigation system on, but then I don't want rain all the time because then I have to freaking mow all the time. I like a couple snowfalls, especially in November and December. It's nice and seasonal, but by mid-January into February, then I'm done. So I like the variety. I need the cold just because it makes me appreciate the warm more so. Trent, good morning. Go Big Red. Hell yeah. Who do the Badgers? Oh, speaking of, I'm excited. Speaking of, my alma mater, Western Illinois University, they released their men's basketball schedule this week. November 27th. Mark it on your calendar. Monday night, November 27th, the Western Illinois Leathernecks are coming to Madison. They're going to take on the Wisconsin Badgers. Last time they played was the year after Wisconsin made it to the national championship game. And guess who won at the Kohl Center? It wasn't Bucky Badger. It was the Leathernecks. Upset the Wisconsin Badgers. I don't know if that's going to happen again this year. Probably not. But I'll be there, and I won't be wearing the dub. I will be wearing the dub, but it'll be followed by an IU. I'll be dressed in purple. What the hell am I looking for? Football. When's Wisconsin play? They probably open up against what? Some directional school like a Western Illinois. Let's see. NCAA football. Look at this. We've got a whole slate tonight, I think. Let's look up all. Let's start with the top 25. Florida. Oh, Florida and Utah are the only big game tonight. Let's see. Oh, Wisconsin plays Buffalo on Saturday. Wisconsin's ranked 19. 28-point favorites are the Badgers. I will be. Oh, that means I'll be going against traffic both ways. I'll be heading to Milwaukee on Saturday. Card Life is coming over tomorrow. So they're going to film tomorrow afternoon here. And then Saturday, I'm heading over to Milwaukee to meet up with Matt Stram. And we're going to film a segment with Card Dealer Pro. Alex is flying in. And then Alex and I, who you may know as Delco Rips on Twitter, we are hitting up the Oak Creek Card Show on Saturday afternoon. So I think our filming segment runs to like 12:30. So we won't have much time at the show because I think it's probably going to be about a 15-minute drive to the show from where we film. So we'll get a solid hour in before it starts winding down, I would say. I mean, it probably already is winding down at 1 o'clock on a Saturday, but of college football season. Steve is here. What's up? Good morning. Let's talk about how to handle sorting bulk. We're gonna talk about that today. Uncle Rich monitoring the like percentage, and he says it's below the Mendoza line. We don't like that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and all that fun stuff if you join in the chat. Absolutely. Victor's in the house. Good morning. Donald wishes my mom a happy birthday. My mom, my mom is celebrating a nice birthday today. It's her 69th birthday. 69. Nice. That means the big 7-0. Didn't that be like, that's like, she's a grandma. Like, just not with my children. I don't have children. Like, I remember when my brother and sister turned like 21. And it's like, oh my God, they're old. Because I was like 5. Oh my God, they're old. And then it's like, and then they turned 40. And I'm like, oh my God, 40 is ancient. Am I going to live to 40? And I did. And now it's like, 40 is not old. Now it's like, the older you get, it's not as old anymore. It's weird. 70, that's old. Sal Dougie's in the house. What's up? Good morning. George says, I'm curing salmon for sushi at the moment. Love it. Got to take it out and package it to freeze in about 20 minutes. Love me some sushi grade salmon. Every once in a while, my wife makes this dish. It's basically a poke bowl. Poke? Is that how you pronounce it? Poke bowl? Poke bowl? And it's freaking awesome. Cream cheese, sushi grade salmon, sushi grade tuna, the beans. What the hell do they call those? Whatever that is, rice, the sticky rice. Ooh. And it's filling. I mean, it's packed with that. It's nothing but protein in there. Steel Cards, what's up? Good morning. Angel Baby's got his Jimmy Dean hot coffee and his Tops cap on. Good morning. Philly Joe, what's happening? Brian Wolf says that's a meatloaf burger. Sounds not good. It is. It's tolerable. I don't really give a shit what I eat most of the time. So like at lunch, yeah, I'll take the meatloaf burger. I don't like it, but I don't dislike it. I just tolerate it. Steve's just a plain burger. Yep. I do a little seasoning with my burger. Usually it's just black pepper. Sometimes I'll put some Lowry seasoned salt. Sometimes I'll dress it up. Sometimes I make like a ranch burger and I'll take like a packet of the dry Hidden Valley ranch powder and I'll just mix it into the burger meat. Make a ranch burger. I used to make sometimes I'll make a stuffed burger, put little cheese cubes in and they melt. Avocado burger. where I made this really, what the hell burger was it? It was a stuffed avocado burger. How the hell did I make that? There was cheese, avocado, and bacon. I think I wrapped it. How the hell did I do this? I think I made the burger. I've got a picture on my phone somewhere, but I don't want to go digging through to find it. I think I started with the burger. Yes, this is what I did. So I started with the burger. Or no. I started with the avocado. So I cut the avocado in half, took the little nut out. That's what she said. And put cubes of cheese in the avocado and put the avocado back together. Then I put burger meat around the avocado. And then I wrapped that in bacon. It was a stuffed bacon avocado burger. And it was a lot of work for basically, it tasted the same as making a burger, putting cheese on it, putting avocado on it, and bacon. It was just a lot of work for like the payoff just wasn't there. So I made that once and that was like, this is a lot of work for like no payoff. Good morning, TD Sports Cards. What's up? Johnny Boy Cards is here. Good morning to you. We've got Dave Pearson in the house. What's happening? Steve did a lot of listing on Friday and Saturday. Still no sales. That's a bummer. What did you list? What did you list it at? Could be many reasons. Did you promote? Never had Chipotle. It's overrated. Steve says, tell us how you really feel about Chipotle. Overrated. Hail Mary hits. Good morning. Dave Arndog in the house. I'll be seeing Arndog on Thursday. I talked to my wife is coming to Club 400 for the very first time. Talked her into it. He's having some Burger King breakfast. I'm going to have a breakfast burrito. I went grocery shopping yesterday, picked up my breakfast. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to have a bagel and cream cheese with tomato because I bought tomatoes. I think that's what I'll do. The milkman's in the house. They're both about $30 for a family of 3. James wants to know what I bought last night. We're getting into it. JW says, good morning. Squeezed out another dub. Big win. Cubs win the series, beat the Brewers, fly the W. Hopefully we can take Cincinnati like last time. Cubs and Reds this week. Hell yeah. Cubs are now 2 games back? 2 games back in the division standings. National League Central, 3 games. Oh yeah, because the Brewers won. Yeah, won 1 game. Cubs won 2 because it was what 5? Was it 5 coming in? So they picked up 2 games. So Cubs are 3 games back in the division race. And in the wild card, Cubs have a 2-game lead. Cubs have the second wild card, and they hold a 2-game lead over the Giants because the Diamondbacks are kind of in a free fall. Steve, what's going on out there? Diamondbacks are in a free fall, and the Giants have slipped into that number 3 wild card spot. Sports card ripping teacher, good morning. Off topic. There is no topic. There's nothing off topic on this show. Off topic, but what do you think about Mertz playing for Florida? I'm thinking it's Ruff versus Utah tonight. Oh, I forgot Graham Mertz is now a Gator. I think he's here. Actually, I'm going to tell you the truth. I didn't like Mertz here at Wisconsin. I loved him when they recruited him because he was like the first 4-star quarterback the Badgers have ever recruited and signed. So I was big on Graham Mertz, but then he just However, he came to the wrong school. Wisconsin is not a good quarterback school. It may be. We've got Luke Fickell, new head coach. I'm excited. We've got weapons. We've got wide receivers. We've got a couple of quarterbacks that came in off the transfer portal. Tanner, or what's his name, came in from, I think, Oklahoma. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the Badgers do against their pancake Their little patty cake on Saturday with Buffalo. But Graham Mertz, I think, will find success with Florida. I think he will be successful. I think he's probably going to throw a lot of interceptions, but I think he's going to also throw. It's kind of like the Brett Favre. No, I'm not comparing him to Brett Favre, but I think it's going to be a similar style. Like he's going to throw a lot of interceptions, but he's also going to throw a lot of touchdown passes. He's going to throw for a lot of yards. I think he'll find a lot more success with Florida than he had at Wisconsin, because especially under and Paul Chryst was a quarterback guy, which I don't know. I don't know why, because I thought like, well, if they really, but the Badgers have never been. You could say, well, Russell Wilson was here for a year, and he that was different. So yeah, I think Mertz. I'll have to watch tonight, Utah, Florida, see how he does. But I think he'll find success. Your buddy Dom's in the house. Good morning. What's up? I hope everyone has a great day. Hell yeah. Angel Baby says 90 score baseball, not a lot of value. I would say 90 score baseball is one of the hidden treasures of the junk wax era. From let's just call the height of junk wax, 88 to 92. 90 score is the most value of those sets outside of 90 leaf and 89 upper deck. 90 score is a hidden gem because that Bo Jackson shoulder pads card, that's about a $15 card. Frank Thomas, you can get a couple bucks for. A lot of the other stuff you can move for $1.50 free shipping on occasion. Not like you're going to go buy a set and sell half of it tomorrow, but 90 score has a lot of hidden value. So if you can find a 90 score set for $5 at a card show or an antique mall, because that was like the going rate forever and probably still today. Like, you can sell it for $3, buy a bunch, buy $3 a piece, and you can make a quick buck by doing that, but just by taking the Bo Jackson out. Let's see. Sports card ripping teacher says, JW, good win. Good couple wins for the Cubs this time of year. Win any way you can. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Good morning, Harlan in the house. JW saw that the Dodgers signed Tucker Barnhart to a minor league deal. Interesting. Trey Mancini was signed by the Reds and released by the Reds. Royals 417. What's up? Good morning. Zach and Porter does not have an answer yet. Talking about the Oak Creek Card Show. I think Tucker will help with that minor league win. Nick says, great topic. I try to sort out the Hall of Famers. Anyone watch the Nebraska volleyball game last night? Played outdoors in front of 92,000. I did not watch it. I saw they interviewed one of the Nebraska players on SportsCenter this morning, so I heard that interview a little bit ago. That's pretty cool. Outdoors, 92,000 fans. Pretty cool. Do you look for error cards while sorting your bulk buys? Quick answer, no. Unless I know what I'm in, because most error cards don't have much value. Unless it's the Dale Murphy reverse negative, which it's worth so much because there's so few out there. I take a close look. In fact, in one of the boxes, there was an 89 Fleer Randy Johnson, because if the Marlboro sign is visible or even partially visible, it could be anywhere from $10 to $20. Obviously the 89 Fleer Ripken, but outside of that, there's really not much value in error cards. So I just I don't pay much attention. Dan's in the house. What's up, Dan? Hall of Fame card collector says my holy grail is Peyton Manning's Super Bowl jersey from him winning against the Bears. He's my idol. Favorite athlete of all time. I love Peyton Manning's awesome. I love Peyton Manning. JW says $5 for a decent binder is a good buy. Yeah, especially, there was a time where I'm like, oh, I'd pay $5 for that baseball card album. There's good value in that. I took, I think I had 6 in one of the Goodwill, because I'd get them all the time in Goodwill pallets. And I took 6 of them to a card show, and I think I sold 4. It's like, I need to spend more time getting these prepared to take to a card show. Hail Mary hits. Wife loves seasonal variety too. That's how we ended up here in Kansas City. There you go. Good seasons in Kansas City. Let's see. Angel Baby says, not me when it gets cloudy and cold. I hate it, especially at 57. Fall is my favorite time of year. Love wearing hoodies, and the leaves changing colors is always beautiful, as long as it doesn't rain a lot. Yeah, I don't mind rain as long as we get plenty of sunshine. Because sometimes we could use some cloudy and rain. And of course, I love hoodies. Brian, Big Red is Nebraska. All dem balloons. Go Leathernecks. Let's see. Good morning. And go Corbin Carroll. Low Roller Scratchers back in the house. Why you listed baseball in your store today? I listed some autographed balls last night. Yes, they are real autographs. Signed right in front of me. I listed some Cubs autographs. I'm like, you know what? Because I was just on the couch last night watching some wrestling. So I listed a Justin Steele autograph baseball. I listed a Bill Madlock autograph baseball. Who else did I list? Nelson Velasquez. I had doubles of him. I think I listed 5 altogether. Daisuke Matsuzaka. Randomly ran into Daisuke at spring trading last year or 2 years ago. It's like, he was never with the Cubs. He doesn't fit my collection. So that is on eBay as well. Let's see. Trent says, thanks, Brian. Got to take down the Gophers tonight. Did Card Dealer Pro scan your baseball ball in your store? No, Card Dealer Pro did not. David, good morning. I think I already said good morning. He says, going to Boston College, Northern Illinois game on Saturday. I got to root for the Huskies. Go Huskies, Northern Illinois. Let's see. Am I the lone Hawkeye on Iowa? I grew up an Iowa fan, but I'm now a Badger fan. I do root for Iowa when they're not playing Wisconsin or Western Illinois. Let's see. Angel Baby says, my ex moved back from Fresno back to Kansas City. Told her, nope, not going. Too many tornadoes. Matty Ice, good morning. Go Cubs, go. Sing it. Good morning. DPM Sports Cards in the house. Victor, the rookie card specialist, is here. Flawed Thinker says, were you an accident like I was? No. So my brother and sister are 18 and 19 years older than I am. But we share dads, but not the same mom. So my dad was significantly older than my mom. I think they were 12 years apart. I think my dad was 12 years older than my mom. They met later in life. So I am my mom's only son. And my dad had a whole freaking circus of kids. He had 5. I have 4 siblings. So I'm closest with my brother and sister that are 18 and 19 years older. Because they grew up around me. And their mom and my mom, my dad's ex-wife, my mom, which was his current wife, they're good friends. They, with my sister, travel and all that stuff. So it's like a TV show. Jason, good morning from SoCal. Big weekend. The Burbank shows this weekend. Yes, big show in Burbank. Back in the day, Wisconsin had the Gilbert Burger. Was that for Gilbert Brown? SCRT. Sports card ripping teacher. Oh, that's what I'm like. What the hell does SCRT mean? Sports card ripping teacher. There you go. Let's see. Low Roller wants to know, have I tried Moe's? Yes, I have had Moe's. It's pretty good. We would get Moe's every once in a while when I worked at Western Illinois. When we traveled to places that had Moe's, we would just a couple times. Low Roller says the Wendy's breakfast is better than Burger King. I've never had either. Chipotle gives you less and less meat. We just go to the authentic place and save $10 and get more food. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Chipotle is just a glorified Taco Bell. Packs and Brews. Good morning from us early risers on the. We've got, is that 3 West Coasters? 4. We've got Angel Baby. We've got Paxson. We've got Steve out in Arizona. And who did I miss? Somebody else is out there on the West Coast. Tracy says, good morning. Virtual today due to the hurricane. Stay safe. Stay safe from Idalia. Water made it to my door, but didn't make it in the house between 2 and 3 this morning. Holy shit. That's crazy. So is that on the, I assume that's on the West Coast, right? Is that on the Gulf side? Because my mother-in-law has a home on the East Coast near like Delray. Qdoba is way better than Chip. Oh, Chipotle. Qdoba. We used to have a Qdoba in Macomb. Qdoba's okay. Bo, are there any updates you know of from Car Dealer Pro? I love Car Dealer Pro. I don't think so. They're working on some enhancements. I know that, but they will let us know when things are finished. Matty Ice says 90 Score also has the Sandberg error card. Let's see. Angel Baby was kidding. 91 Score Series 2 is the series with the mantle autograph if your box. Oh, yeah, on the unopened boxes. TD has 3 Dale Murphy errors. Let's see. Joe Webster, good morning. I like the thumbnail. Oh, and that's that's a NASCAR. I just thought it was a Bud sign. Let's see. Jason, good morning. Happy college football season. Yes. Finally got some decent game. Finally. You say finally. We had to deal with week 0. Brian wants to know the deal on the Sandberg error. Dan is rooting for the Salukis from SIU. Hall of Fame card collector is an Indiana State fan, since that's where I graduated from 2 months ago. But for college football, I'm an Alabama fan. I'm an Indiana State fan. I've been to Indiana State. Terre Haute, baby, the Sycamores. Yeah. Indiana State Sycamores. Been there a couple times. The reason why I loved Indiana State going there so much was because it always meant a stop at I have terrible memory in the morning. Like at 3 o'clock, I'll be like, oh yeah, we stopped at the Beef House. Is that what it's called? The Beef House? Right there on the border, just past Danville, I think, on the interstate. The Beef House. Oh, and those freaking rolls. With the White Sox have been handling 2023, it might be time to switch over to the Cubbies for the remainder of the season. I like it, Dan. Go Cubs, go. Go Sycamores. They were like featured in Sports Illustrated. Gosh, this was probably, I might have been working at Western when, because Indiana State was in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. There was a big like expose on the Indiana State football program. This was probably in 2011, 2012, somewhere in there. Cooter says, my brother, who was 15 years older than me, was an accident. So he always said that made me a nuclear holocaust. When will we talk about Whitey's ice cream? You know, I'm not a big Whitey's ice cream guy. Like, I can go to the Quad Cities and drive right by a Whitey's. I don't know why. I'm just not a big Whitey's ice cream fan. It's good. I mean, it's ice cream, but it's not like ice cream I gotta have. I just don't eat Whitey's ice cream. What did I just say? Did I say Whitey's ice cream? Whitey's ice cream. Flawed Thinker says Moe's greater than Chipotle. They have more variety and their queso is top notch. Tracy's in South Carolina. Okay. South Carolina. Wind wasn't bad for us, just lots of flooding. Let's see. Angel Baby. There was once a time when Chipotle was hip and relevant. It still is. Like, people still like, oh, Chipotle, we got to go. And so in Macomb, like every fast food joint that we didn't have in Macomb, or since Macomb's in the middle of nowhere in Forgatonia, it's like Starbucks. Like, oh my God, I had to have Starbucks. Now Macomb has 2 Starbucks. Like, what the hell? But like everybody, oh, Chipotle, we got to have Chipotle, Portillo's, Chipotle. And then I have Chipotle for the first time, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is not that good. You assholes have been pumping Chipotle up for all this time, and it's not even good. Chipotle. Gotta have Chipotle. 2 to 3 a.m. probably North Carolina. North Cackalack. Born and raised up. Let's see. Johnny M's up in upstate New York. Mizzou. So we played Missouri. I think it was the first year I was at Western. And Henry Josie was the running back. So this would have been, 2011? Henry Josie set the Missouri single-game rushing record by halftime. Missouri beat us like 66-0. It was just awful. It was a brutal game. Because those are games that it's like as a broadcaster, blowouts are the worst. Because then you have to start talking about what you had for dinner last night, which is okay. That's probably why I can talk for an hour about just random shit, because I had to deal with a lot of blowouts covering Western Illinois football on the radio. Watching Henry Josie. Oh, there's another Henry Josie. Hey, we went out to the steakhouse last night, and I had a good porterhouse. So it was good. When you're in Columbia, check it out. Missouri. Low Roller Scratcher lost over $300 on skill games. Since I got greedy, I want to win more money. There you go. Hey, you just got to play more, right? Win it all back. All these are pure profit I lost. I still have $75 left. There you go. Let's see. Sal Dougie, agree on the Chipotle take. I really like Pancheros. I don't know if I've ever had Pancheros. There are a couple in Madison. Pancheros. I don't think I've ever had Pancheros. Brian says Pancheros is the best of the burrito bunch. Well then, where's the nearest Pancheros to my location? Pancheros in Madison. Gammon. Shit, that's just down the street. 402. Oh, there's one in Fitchburg on McKee Road. Let's see. Well, this one says it's closed. Gammon is closed. Oh, it's probably closed. Oh, no. Store out. Pancheros Mexican Grill on Gammon Road. Thursday closed. Friday closed. Saturday closed. Sunday closed. Where's the other locations? Madison. So it looks like there's one in Fitchburg. That might be the closest to me. The Gammon location is closed. McKee Road. Oh, those are the only two locations in Madison. Fitchburg. Is that over by the Target? McKee. Where in the hell's the Target? Yeah, that's got to be like where the Target is, right? I don't know the roads. I don't have. Okay. Anyway, okay. Pancheros. I'll have to check it out. I get my hair cut sometimes over in that area. Angel Baby says it was trendy and nobody was calling it fast casual. Yeah, fast casual. It's just a made-up term. The Verve. I can easily balance my $75 profit by looking for free bonuses. There you are. Zach says, LRS, you sound like a compulsive player. He does. Gotta win more money. The Beef House. Yes. Oh, the Beef House. Matty Ice talking about the 90 score Ryan Sandberg error card. The error has no position listed on front. I don't think I have. I'm sure. I wonder how many I have. How rare of an error is it? I'll have to go through. I'll have to make sure to keep my eye out on the Sandberg error. Hall of Fame says, do you think Car Dealer Pro will recognize the new Prism Draft football eventually? It depends on when it came out. Usually it's a month to 2 months before it gets the new sets. So about 2 months after it was released, or 2 months after it will be released, whenever that is. Zach says Low Roller Scratcher is a compulsive gambler. And Low Roller Scratcher says I can easily make $100 an hour playing skill games. I can easily lose all the money by being a greedy person. Yes. And that's not good. Problem was Chipotle began having quality of food and service. From there, they began calling it fast casual. Because it's not fast. It's not fast. We're going to call it fast casual because we're not fast anymore. Let's see. Tracy says, I'm not sure we would beat Western Illinois now. Victor says 1,000% on Chipotle, way overrated in my book. Yes. Absolutely overrated. I heard Illinois and Wisconsin have skill games. Can you go to your local gas station to play skill games? I don't know. I don't play skill games. Come down to 53rd and Pulaski in Cub City for the best tamales. Yes, those tamales are the best. Ooh, those are good. Can you explain what is a compulsive gambler in your stream? Yes. Let's Google it. So, Low Roller Scratcher. I think Zach is saying you are a compulsive gambler, which, let's get that definition. Compulsive gambling is being unable to resist impulses to gamble. This can lead to severe money problems, job loss, crime or fraud, and damage to family relationships. That is from Mount Sinai. Mayo Clinic, talking about compulsive gambling. It's also called the gambling disorder, is the uncontrollable urge to keep gambling despite the toll it takes on your life. Gambling means that you're willing to risk something you value in the hope of getting something of even greater value. Gambling can stimulate the brain's reward system, much like drugs or alcohol, leading to addiction. If you have a problem with compulsive gambling, you may continually chase bets that lead to losses, use up savings, and create debt. You may hide your behavior and even turn to theft or fraud to support your addiction. That is compulsive gambling. 5 West Coasters. Good morning. It's early out there on the West Coast. Grinding for Good wants to know, did I miss anything? Nothing on topic. We haven't even talked about what I bought last night. So we'll get there. So let's talk about it. So Steve, who I bought his collection several years ago, and then he got back into it. He had seller's remorse, got back into it. And during COVID, I bought another batch of cards, and then he reached out to me and said, hey, I've got some more stuff. So he came over, gave me a price. I said, I'll buy it. So that's how it all worked out. It ranges from 80s all the way until there might even be some 2023 Bowman. I know there's a couple boxes of Bowman, like 2022 and 2023 Bowman. So, and there's a lot of stars, like even there's a binder of basketball, but it's all like Dikembe Mutombo, David Robinson, Charles Barkley. There's a couple pages of 70. There are some 70s cards. There's a really beat up 70 tops Bart Starr. There's some 78 tops basketball. So there's just a little bit, there's a lot of oddball, a little bit of everything, which is what I like and what I look for in a bulk buy. And I was actually going through, and I don't know, maybe I'll piss away another $10 on a Beckett quick review. This is a 1993 Pro Set Bill Clinton. I just happened to go through. There was a small box of non-sport cards, and I just happened to look. I'm like, well, this is interesting. Now, I've never seen a Bill Clinton autograph, so this might not even be close. But it appears to be at least signed by someone. Now, I don't know if it was signed by the actual president, Bill Clinton, or a Bill Clinton that lived down the street, or somebody just forging autographs. But this was in there. So I'm going to take a look. Before I do a quick review from Beckett, I will look up. It does not look photocopied. So I'm going to take a look to see what Bill Clinton's autograph looks like. And if it looks close to that, then I'll send it off to get a quick review and spend $10 and see what they say. Then I was just going through some binders, a lot of binders. This is a Reggie Wayne rookie, numbered out of 250. And this is about a $5 card, $5 to $10. There's different variations on the photo, so I don't know what that means. I didn't see this one listed on eBay, that photo, but there is another one that I think is listed for like $6 or $7. So that's some of the stuff. Here's the box. So this has a lot of newer stuff, all sleeved. Most of this is going to go in my quarter boxes. Maybe some will go in a dollar box. So Carlos Santana refractor. Actually, that is a refractor. Prism refractors, just quarter cards. These are all quarter cards for the most part. There might be a couple cards in here that go in a dollar box. Couple Tatis. Mostly Topps Chrome. This is a pretty cool Willie Mays Stadium Club die cut. So some of this I'll put in my eBay store. Some of it goes into quarter boxes. But that box is basically, like this box is basically quarter box stuff. And I think they had it listed for $1 each or 10 for $5. So they must have set up at a card show at some point. So $1 each or 50 cents when you buy in bulk. Then there was, so this box is all like Bowman. I haven't even looked through these to see. So it looked like he had them in like, hey, $4 for this whole pack of Bowman cards. So Adrian Palencia, Martin Jimenez, nothing of substance in here. Gus Varland, Mitchell Parker, Gigant, probably quarter box. Stuff like that. Bowman is not, Card Dealer Pro does not really recognize Bowman. It misidentifies a lot of the Bowman. So I don't, unless I'm doing volume, I'm not really listing much in terms of the Bowman. Here's an Oscar Colas, first Bowman Chrome. So that'll probably put in my eBay store. A Mason Miller, first Bowman Chrome. I'll put that in my eBay store. Like Yiddy Cafe, that's probably going to go in the quarter box. So a lot of this stuff, quarter box. A lot of it's this is what a lot of it is. Just $1.50, $2 quarter box fodder. Here's some 2023 Bowman paper. Some more Bowman Chrome. Oh, Lazaro Montez. First Bowman paper. So that's probably $250 on eBay. I know he did pull like Ellie De La Cruz. So he pulled some of the stuff. So some of this 2022 and 23, I probably won't even put in the quarter boxes because I'll just set it aside and hope somebody jumps out. So that's the newer stuff. The binders have a lot of the binders vary, which I kind of like. I will be listing. There's a whole bunch of like the 2001 Topps Archives football. So Tony Dorsett, Tom Fears, Steve Grogan, Doug Williams, Y.A. Tittle, Frank Gifford, Len Dawson, Bolitnikoff, Marcus Allen, Crazy Legs Hirsch, Johnny Unitas, Jim Kelly, Jim Brown, Otis Sistrunk, Jim Kelly, Otis Anderson, Van Brocklin. So a lot of stuff like that. These are all going to go in my eBay store here shortly. There's, 2 binders of 89 Fleer. I'm going to pull the Cubs. I'll check the Randy Johnson. The Griffey's not there. The Ripken's not there. So that stuff I'll sort the Cubs and uh, bulk sell the rest. So how do I sort? How do I sort? Let's check the chat and then we'll talk about how I sort. Let's see. We've got Red Light 34. What's happening? Good morning. Let's see. Where are we at? Zach and Porter says to LRS, takes one to know one. Compulsive personalities are common in this hobby. There are 20 questions online you can ask yourself to determine if you have a problem with skill games. Deep diving 23 Topps Chrome baseball tomorrow. As soon as I get paid, Walmart is my game tomorrow. There you go. Rock Latex says, I think LRS checks a few of those compulsive gambling boxes. Cooter says the key is to call it skill games or breaking. That way it's not gambling. There you go. Low Roller says he doesn't use his ATM cards to withdraw money. All these came from pure profit. I won by finding free bonuses on skill games. Rock Latex he's the 6th West Coaster out in LA through the weekend. Let's see. Herman's in the house. Can't see the live stream video. Got some work to do to figure this out. Bummer. Let's see. George says 2 pounds of salmon cured, vacuum sealed, and in the freezer. Sushi on the agenda this weekend. Love it. Hall of Fame card collectors says, does anyone want that card though? Why waste $10? I'm not sure. Somebody wants, there's a buyer for everything. Why does somebody spend $2 on an 89 Topps common? But people do it. Let's see. Zach says to George, that sounds good. And Victor says, so Hall of Fame on low-end product lines like Collector's Choice, for example, is 25-cent box for you or dollar back. 25 cent all the way. 25 cent all the way. So basically, like anything that I list in my store for $2 is a quarter box card. All of this quarter box, Tony Dorsett. If there's a Walter Payton, that's going in the dollar box. Johnny Unitas, probably throwing that in a quarter box. Jim Brown, maybe a dollar box, but I'm probably just throwing it in a quarter box. First Bowman, that stuff, if it's paper and it's not like a, high-end prospect quarter box. So that's kind of where, because I want there to be value to move product, because I'm looking to just move product and I know what I have in it. So I bought, I don't even know how many cards there were, but I paid $400 for all this. And there's, multiple boxes, multiple binders. The picture is in the thumbnail. That's, that's all the stuff that was in there. Well, and there's some binders I think you can't see in the photo, but, several thousand cards. So probably a penny a piece is what I paid for this. So in a lot of this stuff, I can move it. And if you're paying a penny a piece and you throw a lot of this in the quarter box, that's a lot of pure profit. So how do I sort it? How do I organize it? So this in particular is a little different. So last night I was on the couch and I just went through binders and I basically just kind of looked through stuff. If something popped out now, if I was looking through and I found like a $20 card, I would take it out. But last night I'm just looking through and it's basically, $5 and under. And most of this stuff's $1.50, $2 cards on eBay. My new $1.75 is my new floor. So I just said, piss on it. I was doing $1.60 for a while. It's like, you know what? I'm just doing $1.75. So I did that. And this morning I'm like, I want to do some football, list some football. So I listed, or I didn't list yet, but I uploaded these. So there's some archives, reserve. These are really good sellers on eBay. These types of cards of Hall of Famers, Bronco Nagurski, Staubach, Mean Joe Green, Art Donovan, that stuff. Same with baseball. The baseball great sets sell really well. I can move through them pretty quickly. So that's what I'm listing. I want football starting. So football is kind of peaking in interest right now. Get the football listed. So this particular bulk buy, I'm just going to kind of just list as I go. I'm not going to stop and sort. Like, I'm not going to go through a box and sort like, okay, here's the Cubs pile, here's the quarter box pile, here's the eBay inventory pile, here's a Hall of Famer player lot pile. I'm basically just going to go through. I'm going to pull the Cubs as I come across them, and I'm going to like these cards all came out of a binder. So I'm just going through the binder, pulling cards that I'm going to list on eBay. I'm actually going to try something. This is all quarter. So my next batch will be all quarterbacks. And it ranges from like Brett Favre and Joe Montana to Spurgeon Wynn, because quarterbacks sell, even Spurgeon Wynn. So football is kind of the main priority right now. So once I go through this binder in full, take out all the cards that I'm going to list on eBay, and then the leftovers go into my bulk. Actually, I'll probably just keep the binder. I'll take the pages out, put them in a box, and that goes into my bulk sale. So that's how I'm approaching this one, depending on the bulk buy. This is a lot of the same stuff, similar values. So it's either going to go to my eBay store or the quarter box, and that's about it. There's no high-end stuff in this collection. So that's kind of what I'm going. There was one box of NASCAR, and there's some sprinkled in NASCAR in some of the binders. So Kyle has another pile of NASCAR that's on his shelf in my room. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see. SoCal guy for a full-time West Coaster checking in. Wow. Jordan Brown, 7th West Coaster. He's got the Burbank show this weekend. Heck yeah. Let's see. For Hall of Fame card collector, those are 50-cent boxes for him. Let's see. Cooter says, have you seen a decline in the average daily quantity of cards sold when you went to $1.75? Not really, because I'm still just starting it. What I am seeing, I think it's been successful so far, anecdotally. My quantity has actually been staying about the same. There hasn't been a shift in quantity. What I am seeing is a lot of my offers where if I had a $1.50 card and I get an offer, it's $1. When I have $1.75, not all, there's still dollar offers, but I'm getting offers where if it's $1, say I have, let's just use easy numbers, 10. Say I have 10 offers and they're all on $1.50 cards. 9 out of those 10 offers are going to be $1. And then the other one's going to be $1.25. And it's like my lowest price I would sell to a single card to a single buyer is $1.40. So it's like, well, you're not really getting much of a deal. So why do you have offers open? Well, because I want to sell multiple cards to the same person. And so if they offer $1 on 10 cards, I'm going to take those offers if they're $1.50 cards. So when I went to $1.70, so I've started going to $1.75, I would say 5 of those 10 are now dollar offers instead of 9 out of 10. And I'm getting more $1.50 offers. And it's like, boom, click. Yes. I'll take $1.50 on the $1.75. So I'm dealing with less offers. There's no back and forth. Somebody offers me $1. I countered $1.40. They counter back at $1.25. And sometimes I just decline because it's like, I'm not doing this back and forth. So it's still too early to tell because it's only been a couple weeks since I really started going to the $1.75. But I think in the long run, it's gonna be a much better play. And even if there is, say there's a slight drop off in the sell through percentage, the volume that I do and say my average price goes up 15 cents, 20 cents over that volume, I think it's going to be well worth it. Let's see. Donald says, hit that like button. Yes, please. Brian Wolf, getting my 1960s PSA submission ready. Last day for their August deals. Number match. LOL, good luck. Love it. Johnny M says, do you put quarter cards in sleeves or top loaders? Depends. Well, none of them go in top loaders. 25-cent cards are either not sleeved at all or in penny sleeves. I spent a lot of time penny sleeving every. Now you got to remember, I take roughly, let's see, roughly 50,000 quarter cards to card shows. And it takes a long time to penny sleeve 50,000 cards. So when I first started doing shows again regularly back in April of 21, I sleeved every single quarter card. Took a lot of pennies, took a lot of time. But I wanted them in penny sleeves. And the more and more I did shows, all of a sudden I started seeing people, because I do the fill a 100 count box for $20. So you get 20 cents a card. But you get less cards. You can fit about 100 cards in a 100 count box in penny sleeves. But you can fit about 110 or 115 if they're not in penny sleeves. So the first time I saw that, somebody ask, like, can I take these out of the penny sleeves? And you can have the penny sleeves. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting free penny sleeves. But they're getting 15 extra cards. So it's like, oh. Like, well, screw it. And I've actually had quite a few people do that over the course of the last 2 years. Take them out of the penny sleeves so they can fit more cards in the box. Okay. I'm just going to save you time and not put them in penny sleeves anymore. So if a couple get corner dings, it's okay. They're quarter cards. So yeah, that's how I roll. And dollar cards are always in top loaders. And I am going to start doing dollar boxes again, probably for the St. Charles show. Let's put that on the banner. My next show that I'll be set up at is a week from Sunday, September 10th. I'll be in St. Charles, Illinois at the Kane County Fairgrounds. So I'll have dollar boxes there, probably not too many because I've got to scale up and build them. So then for the Midwest premiere, hopefully I have a bunch more dollar boxes. And then September 30th, not on your screen, but Saturday, September 30th is the next Madison card show. So I will have dollar boxes, and I do put dollar cards. My dollar box cards are in top loaders. Flawed Thinker says, not sure if you talked about it already, but what's your thoughts about Strasburg retiring and the Nationals still have to pay him $150 million for the contract he got after the World Series? That's baseball. I'm not surprised. I mean, he's kind of been injury prone throughout his career. It is what it is. He did have a really good, was that a few, because he had like an MVP, almost an MVP like season, one of those years. And that might've been when they threw all that money at him. The past 3 years, he's been paid $3.3 million per inning he's pitched. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not in charge of their books. Thanks for spurring me to do promotions. Set up a 50% off for 1 week on items that are over 6 months, and sales have been amazing. Love it. I have heard so many people. I had 3 or 4 people just come to me at the Janesville card show a couple weeks ago. They're like, hey, I started doing promotions and like my sales are crazy. So there you go. Promote your listings. What percentage you should promote at? It just depends. How much do you want sales? Because the more you promote, the more sales you're likely to get. The more sales you're likely to get on promoted listings, the more money you're going to spend on promotional fees. Now, you don't spend money promoting items that don't sell. I think somebody in the Hobby Evolution Facebook group says, I don't want to pay for impressions. You're not paying for impressions. You're paying for sales. So you're only paying when an item sells. And if it sells at 10% promotion fee, that's 10% that comes off in addition to your final value fee and your transaction fee. So you have to play the numbers, and my numbers may not be your numbers. Likely they're not, and vice versa. So it's just something you have to kind of analyze. What's your cost of goods? How much do you have in something? And then do it from there. And by the way, I promote everything. I don't promote a certain category. I don't promote, stale inventory, new inventory. I promote it all. I promote everything. So I don't pick and choose. It may be in your best interest. I do this full time, so I want sales. Like I just want in and out, and I know how much I have in like most of the inventory, so I know what I can move it at. And it's just up here. It's like, oh, that was in the national buy, paid 75 cents for it. Yeah, I'll sell it for 350, and I'll still make money on that. So I'm just looking for quick sales at profit. I'm looking to be profitable on quick sales. The more sales I make, the more profit, the more money, all that. Good morning, Paul Carl Cards in the house. Let's see. Johnny M says, on average, how many quarter cards do you sell at a show? I'm thinking about doing a local show, not many near me. I was thinking of doing dime, 50-cent, and dollar boxes. So it varies. I would say on average, again, I'm taking roughly 50,000 quarter cards to shows. I only do one-day shows, with the exception, I guess, the Midwest Premiere is a 2-day show. I've only set up at that once. I would say my average is about $300. And so, do the math on that. And that's not at a quarter card. That's at probably an average of 15 cents a card, because people come in and buy a whole bunch, and I give them a great deal. You can fill a box and you're getting them at 20 cents or 17 cents a card. If somebody somebody hands me like, I've got $10 worth of cards. Okay, $10. If they say, oh, I've got 66 cards, I basically do a calculation. Say you bring me 66 cards. I'm going to bring my calculator out. I'm going to do 66 times 20 cents. And it comes out to 13.20. I'm probably going to say, just do $12. So you're getting them at 18 cents a card or whatever. So, but I would say my average for a one-day show, taking 50,000 cards in my quarter boxes, about $300. But I've made a lot more. This past Madison card show, I did 750. I've done, I think the highest, I think I did over 800 at one show. And there were some supply sales in that one. I've done 500-600 at shows. I've done like 150. But I would say on average $300. Drew, what's up? How do you keep track of what you bought the cards for that you put in quarter and dollar boxes? I don't. Or is that not something you do for tax purposes? So it's basically an all-in price. So the bulk collection I bought last night, I spent $400, and there's, say, how many cards? 50,000. There might be around. It's probably 50,000. 50,000 cards, and I paid $400. What's the math on that? So I paid roughly, if that's the case, basically a penny a card. So I paid a penny a card. But I'm not looking, if somebody fills a box, I'm not going through the box and like tallying up, oh, I paid a penny for that, I paid 3 cents for that. I don't do that. So this is going in my August books as one transaction. I bought inventory, $400, and then when I sell cards, that goes in the monthly, I sold $10,000 this month in cards. And I bought my Bowman boxes and my Topps Pro Debut case, and say I had $3,000 in purchases. That's how I think. That's how I do it. It's not down to the card. That would drive me absolutely insane, and I would spend more time doing paperwork on. I spent a penny on this card, 2 cents on this card, 7 cents on this card, 75 cents on that card. So no, every purchase is just bundled in. It's just a collection. The Steve collection, $400, August 30th. Let's see. Victor says, how many tables do you rent when doing shows that are not hosted by you? 2. So I'll do 2 tables. And it varies if they're 6 foot or 8 foot. And I can fit, how many do I fit on a table? I'll do back to back. So I can fit 2 from front to back of a table. I can fit 2 4-row boxes. And I think I can fit 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I can fit 8 to 10 boxes on a 6-foot table. 8 or 10. And so I'll do, say 20 boxes. 20 boxes, there's 2,000 cards, 2,500 cards in a box. Let's see. Where are we at? Low Roller, what's up? Do you charge extra money to fill a box in a card show? 100 count box costs you extra money? No, it's all in. So, I'm paying about a quarter for a 100 count box. Many of them are just part of collections I buy. So it's not really, it's an extra quarter. So, so yeah, I'm going to do 2 tables, possibly 3. It just depends. So when I set up at the Midwest premiere at the end of the month or in a few weeks in September, I go in with John and his son Jack, and then Trevor, and then there's another kid, Parker, who just graduated high school, so he's off to college. So John's son Jack just graduated high school, and then he's friends with Parker, who just graduated high school. So I think Parker went away to school, so I may take that open table. So I may do 3 tables at the Midwest premiere. So just going to kind of play it by ear. I'm like, I'll do 2. If you don't find somebody for that extra table, I'll take it. I've got plenty of stuff I can put on it. So that's how I'm going to roll. So, and hopefully I can get some time to fill some dollar boxes and get those. So that's the bulk collection I bought last night. I'm going to get some of these football cards listed in my eBay store. Link to my eBay store is in the description. Buy 7 or more cards, get 25% off. That's off regular price. You can also access 99centcards.com. I'll be set up next Sunday at the Kane County Fairgrounds, St. Charles, Illinois. 23rd and 24th at the Indoor Sports Center, Loves Park, for the big Midwest premiere. And then Saturday, September 30th, is the next Madison Card Show, 125 tables at the Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. This week, tomorrow's Friday already, we're going to do, and now that I got a bunch of new football cards, we're going to do football Name That Player, and we're going to do like we did last week, where it's just going to be, there may be a Tony Dorsett, followed by Joe Burrow, followed by some random lineman from the 90s. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow morning on Name That Player. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what my schedule is like. Saturday, we will go live Saturday, probably a little earlier than normal for Saturday, probably 7:30, because I am going to be hitting the road for Milwaukee Saturday morning. So I will go live Saturday morning. Let's see. Sunday morning, I'll go live, probably 8:30ish on Sunday morning. I'll review our filming session with Matt Stram and the Card Life and the Oak Creek Card Show at the Salvation Army in Oak Creek, Wisconsin. So Delco Rips, Alex from Card Dealer Pro, flying in to do the filming for Card Life on Saturday with us. And him and I are going to hit up the card show in the afternoon. So that is this Saturday. So talk about that on Sunday. So maybe it's September. My buying freeze is over starting tomorrow, unless I go to Walmart today and pick up some blasters, but I've got enough to deal with. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel and shop my eBay store. Buy my cards. Have a great Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow.